Today let's talk about guideline-directed medical therapy improves cell viability in an induced pluripotent stem cell-derived cardiomyocyte hypoxia injury model. Beta blockers, renin, angiotensin, aldosterone antagonists, and mineralocorticoid antagonists are mainstays of current guideline-directed medical therapy in heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. They have been shown to reduce morbidity and mortality in heart failure patients, reverse remodeling, and improve left ventricular ejection fraction in landmark human clinical trials. Guideline-directed medical therapy has been hypothesized to interact and have protective effects in bioenergetics in cardiac injury by reducing cardiac workload and energy demand. We have previously used a human-induced pluripotent stem cell-derived cardiomyocytes (ICM) injury model to provide an in vitro validation of bioenergetics through measurement of cell viability and proliferation, intracellular measurement of ATP, contractility, and respiratory function. The application of guideline-directed medical therapy in this in vitro model has not been previously assessed. Coming to methods, highly pure cardiomyocytes were differentiated from a healthy human monoclonal induced pluripotent stem cell line using CHIR 99021, followed by C59 to modulate WNT pathway activity. Upon spontaneous contractility, cardiomyocytes were replated for purification. Prior to hypoxia exposure, cardiomyocytes were treated with either 5-UM metoprolol, 5-UM losartan, 5-UM spironolactone, or a control for 24 hours. To mimic in vivo ischemia, cardiomyocytes are placed in a glucose-deprived media in a hypoxia inductor chamber with less than 1% oxygen containing mixed gas in a 37 degrees Celsius incubator for 18 hours. A second cardiomyocytes group is similarly treated in glucose-deprived media for 18 hours in a normoxic setting. Cell viability and proliferation was then studied using MTT assay. Coming to results, the metoprolol, losartan, and spironolactone treatment groups significantly improved cell viability after hypoxic injury when compared to the control treatment groups. Metoprolol treatment had the highest cell viability after hypoxic injury, 46%, followed by spironolactone, 23%, and losartan, 22%, compared to control, 13%. In the normoxic group, metoprolol, losartan, and spironolactone treatment showed no significant difference in viability compared to the control group. In conclusion, induced pluripotent stem cell-derived ICMs treated with guideline-directed medical therapy improved cell viability after hypoxic injury. The induced pluripotent stem cell-derived hypoxia injury model appears to be a promising in vitro platform for studying the effects of guideline-directed medical therapy on cellular bioenergetics.